Hello, welcome back. In this episode of Bitcoin Trade, um, I want to every now and then I check out uh, bitlegal.net to see anything of what's going on here, and um, basically you're kind of seeing things. Let me see if I can scroll over here. All different things are happening now, and remember I told you about currency wars, and is Bitcoin a financial weapon, or could it be used, or could currencies be used as financial weapons? How about that? I'll just say that. Can currencies be used as financial weapons? Um, Now, take a look at the map. Are you seeing any? Well, look at the colors. All right, look at the colors here. You're starting to see sides being taken here. Um, I got Japan is in the green now. South Korea is in the green. I know they got an exchange over there. I don't know what this one green thing is. Looks like Indonesia, Singapore, Australia. Where else? Like most of Europe, looks like. And this is what I was telling you. The block nations here. Um, where we haven't seen anything yet, but if Russia banned it, it's gonna spread into here. So are you seeing these borders starting to form now? And this is China, of course. This is all going to be eventually, most likely, maybe red. I'm not sure, but you're seeing things here starting to form, and you're starting to see some sides taking place. Is there a currency war going on? I don't know. But we'll see as time goes on what's happening here. All right, and you'll see, maybe these will start coloring in. You will start seeing more colors in here, and as time goes on, there may be a possibility that these things will shift. And this is the amazing phenomenon what you're going to be seeing here. This is all related to Bitcoin. I can't believe such something that's absolutely worthless is causing such a fuss. It's amazing. So, anyways, I just wanted to bring this up real quick to kind of show you, is there such a thing as a currency war going on? Are we seeing things happen here? I don't know. Anyways, something to think about as you trade. Let me see here. So let's see what's the most recent thing here. Bank of I would say Lafia. Recommend. I don't know where Lafia is, but anyways. So that's the other thing, and then there you go. Talk about Russia clamp down on Bitcoin use. So they already put that thing in red. So, anyways, this map is starting to get some color in here, and we'll see what the rest of everything happens. Of course, we don't know much about these countries, do we? We'll see what some of these countries start doing. Some of the block nations here, I don't know where they're gonna go. They're caught up really in the middle, and that's not surprising, is it? Don't know what Africa's doing here, but we'll see what's going on. South America, definitely Brazil here, and what is that, Argentina? Yeah, Argentina and Brazil. This could be good for me because I'm right here in Houston, and trading. Another thing I'm gonna maybe get into is if they're gonna clamp down on money, I may be able to purchase actual commodities or sell commodities in exchange for payment in Bitcoin. That's another thing I was thinking about, which people, instead of dollars, you do it in Bitcoin. It's kind of nice, but there could be some trading going on here. Actual payment methods, or something where I can trade something from Brazil, or set up an operation where I can distribute maybe some physical product or digital product in exchange for payments in Bitcoin. Have an operation where it's a unique product in Brazil, maybe, or Argentina. Another one may be some these, if you know. I mean, you can really start doing things with Bitcoin that was only just just an imagination, maybe a couple years ago, but now, um, I think there's some people willing to take your payment for Bitcoin for whatever they have to offer, um, and they know that Bitcoin's good because it's sent to them. They got it, and. Anyways, so this is kind of something I'm talking about. Look at the map, see how it goes, and if you're going to be serious about this, not really marketing your Bitcoin, you can market your payment of Bitcoin. And so if you can get people from other markets, if you can go into a market and establish some kind of business through a Bitcoin payment, that could be huge, especially if you're doing something that's unique, offering a product that's unique to this area. Again, maybe travel, who knows, whatever you're, I mean, it just opens the door for anything. Anything in Europe, Australia, Japan, South Korea, whatever. And down here, and another thing is you can set up, who knows, maybe you can pay for, if you're into manufacturing, you can any of these countries here, you could maybe pay for any warehousing, manufacturing, Brazil, Canada, any place in Europe. If they accept Bitcoins, I mean that's literally, this is the only reference I'm ever going to make to gold, to Bitcoin, but it's literally like an electronic gold, right? That you're sending to someone, and they know once they got it, and it's good. So peer-to-peer trade, all right. You can really start doing some business, legitimate business, all right. So don't. But basically, you can be global. And like I was saying, if I'm a person and I incorporate myself, can I go global? And I'm gonna get into some other things like, let me see how much time I got. About 8 minutes. Okay. Here's another thing. If you want to build an empire, all right, this is a way to do it, all right. And then if you want to become a royal family, all right, or if you want to become a royal family, all right, just like the king and the queen, the prince and the princess, this is how you do it. You set up operations around the world. You incorporate yourself and your whole family. Does this sound kind of crazy? And basically, have you ever heard of incorporating like a parent company and all its subsidiaries and everything? Well, why can't you do that with your family? You could be the head, and then you got your, I don't know, wife. Over here it's a wife, and you and all that, and then down here you got your kids and everything, and then their grandkids and everything, and literally you're building, what are you building? An organization. So your family can become a corporate organization. What do you know? You got a family business. Is this a weird concept for anybody? I don't know. I'm just throwing out some ideas here. And so your family members can be all over the place. They can actually marry into a culture in here. And what do you know? They're set up in shop, and they're working as a global corporation. Isn't that incredible? What a concept. I don't know. I don't know. That's. Am I stretching this one way out there? And by doing that, you can be a royal family. You can become. I'm not gonna say you're gonna become like a royal family. I could honestly, you could become royal family. You're like a royalty. Matter of fact, if you look up the word royalty, what does it mean in finance terms? So literally, you could be royalty, and I mean that. So think about that. That's a that's quite a fantasy, isn't it? To achieve that kind of status. Well, I don't know. I think I should. Well, let's look at the charts now. So I know you were. That was a good story, wasn't it? A really good idea. Having your family be a family business, incorporate, and you got an organizational chart, which is basically your family. What a crazy idea. Incorporate yourself and your family and become a global corporation. Oh, okay, interesting. Anyways, let's go back to a chart because I know some of you don't really care about any of this stuff. You want to look at a chart. All right. Okay. So here we go. Let me actually check what time it is in Japan. Okay. Okay, I got the world clock, everybody, and that's Tokyo, Japan. It's 2 o'clock. What's going on, man? No announcement. Anyways, so here's the 1 hour, and I know we were all here at one point, and then it just started to fall, but it broke out of this downtrending channel, I guess. I didn't even bother putting one on the bottom, but I just want to know what on the top because I want it to break out of it. And as it broke out, I immediately, this was like the up and then the drop, and then it was starting to go up. I saw a lot of price action up there, so I said, well, okay, there's something going on right here. Let me put a line here from this low point to this low point, and let's see where it goes. And once you know, it continued to bounce right here. It was fighting, and it was also some reason support right here. Anyways, and then it's just continued to go up. So I think the buying has, or the selling has somewhat ceased, and we're seeing some action in here now, and really good buys, So there's that, and then I could look at the price disparity, and okay, it slowed down just a little bit, but at one point it was actually Mt. Gox and Bitstamp was almost at the same price. So we'll see what goes on here. And this is Bitstamp, and it's just stabilizing. Of course, that weird spike is a little strange, but it is what it is.
Baby?
Alright, and this is Bitsy. And let me compare it to a 1 hour. Let me do that. Alright, so here it is. 1, 2, and it kind of just bounced and took a little spike, and just so with this chart analysis, it's, let me see if I drew a line here, maybe, but looks like it's coming down here, but just doesn't make a lot of sense for me. But it broke. The point is, I guess, oh, okay, I see this is probably why it broke up high, because I guess someone thought that it was breaking out of this down channel, and so they bought in really high. They just bought it and pushed the price up as a buying signal. But it looks like a lot of people are selling too. so it didn't quite work out, but it's a good signal. Look at that. That's probably why it did that. Sometimes you got to pull out to see this stuff. All right, so that's a Bitstamp, and this is 1 hour, and I like this because this is, of course, the top. It never went up to the big top line, but this was basically the resistance here, and it's kind of showing really simply what it's doing. And that was the original line for the. Oh, you've seen this from the past episode, but it works perfectly right in here. I know this thing does that weird line, but if you look at it, it's breaking out. So if you compare it to, let's see, Mt. Gox, 1 hour, yeah, pretty much same thing going on here. Of course, Bitstamp kind of broke out of it earlier. So there you go. Now let's take a look at, let's pull back a little bit further. 6 hour. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just conclude this episode. Let's have a look here a little bit more. And so, yeah, it's kind of moved out, and it's bouncing right above this support line to one of the support lines that I put in there. So it's hugging this support with enough buys. Of course, there's anybody who's at Mt. Gox, you only have money left, so you might as well just go ahead and buy everything you can. So let's go on to another chart here with the moving averages. Okay, Mt. Gox 10 days, 2 hours. And let's see what it's doing. And it has crossed and has finished up, and apparently it seems to be bouncing from off the 25-day. Off the 25-day right here, so it's bouncing up. So that's good news. Okay, and then let me do a comparison of that with Bitstamp. Okay, sorry about that. I had to preoccupy the baby here. So this is Bitstamp. Sorry. All right. So Bitstamp has not quite turned. Excuse me. Bitstamp hasn't quite turned, but it kind of looks like it's going down. That's what this is showing me. But let's look at Bitsy. And Bitsy was the first to turn, actually, way right here. And this is 2 hours, so it actually turned a good two hours before Mt. Gox did. And then it kind of bounced up, but it's moving above it. And this is 2 hours, so it finished above it. And it looks like it's going down, but it's bouncing off of that 10 period versus the 25 period. So it's being supported on an uptrend. So it moved up, crossed over, and now it's bouncing off that 10 period. So hopefully it will stay up. So if Bitsy's doing this, it's a good sign. Bitstamp is questionable, but it could turn any time. But that's kind of what it's doing now. It looks like it's losing it. So I don't know if that's a correction or what's going on, but again, Bitstamp didn't really fall that much, so maybe it needs to fall a little bit more. And then this is Mt. Gox, and here you see the turn, moved up higher, finished higher, and now it's bouncing off of looks like the 10 period average, bouncing off of that. So we'll see what happens, if it continues to go up or if it just falls. So there you go. Hopefully this helps everyone here. And sorry I'm not using that other chart, but I think between these two things and also let's take a look at this. Still red, but just keep an eye on this, because eventually this 30-day moving average will eventually go down as the price goes down, and then when the price goes up, it's going to turn all green, and then we'll have an up momentum versus this down momentum. So it's still kind of like a down momentum. I mean, just look at it, right? But when it slowly starts turning green everywhere, it does that. You can assume that it's, starting on an uptrend level again. So hopefully this helps. Anyways, let's finish this off with the Mt. Gox chart and looking at the price spreads right now. Mt. Gox 680, Bitstamp 685, and sorry about that. And Bitsy at 711. Okay, so things are starting to stabilize here. So looks like Mt. Gox just took a little dive here, but that could be normal. Actually, let me take a look at this here. Yeah, I guess that's normal. There's the line. Let's see if it touches. Well, there's a lot of buy orders at this particular pricing, and so that's probably what's going on. It's just going to be bouncing here. That might be a test, and plus this is also another support line here. So we'll see what happens. I guess I'll end it with that. Anyways, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode. Maybe. Oh yeah. Anyways, bye now.